Hello, ghouls and ghosties, and welcome to the first Haul-loween of 2024. I am so freaking excited to be finally doing a Haul-loween with you guys. I mean, I say finally, but also I'm like, how are we already at the point of me showing you guys this much stuff that I've picked up, and how are we already on to Haul-loweens? I just thought it'd be perfect if we kicked off the beginning of August with a Haul-loween, because I've been, of course, spending basically all of July haunt hunting, as you guys have seen and as you guys have come with me, all over the place. We have so many stores that have Halloween sections at this point. We have Joann's, we have Target online, we have Bath & Body Works, we have Home Depot who's done online, we have At Home, we have Pottery Barn online, we have Cracker Barrel, we have Home Goods, we have Marshalls, we have TJ's. Like, everything is coming out everywhere, and it is the best time of the year, and I'm so excited. And it's super hot outside, but on the inside it feels like fall with the air conditioning and with all the spooky stuff around me. Honestly, at this point, I've thought about it a couple times, but like the dead heat of the summer, like the deathly hot days of summer in July, almost like trigger the thought of like Halloween for me nowadays. My mind correlates heat with spooky shopping and haunt hunting. So it's kind of a double-edged sword at this point. But anyways, I have all kinds of stuff. And if you missed the haunt hunt that went up last week, first off, I'll link it below, and it's also just the last video on my channel. I think we were on number 3 at this point. But I told you guys in the end that we were going to be splitting our Haul-loween this year, our first one, into 2 parts because of how much I have and because of how many different stores there are. So normally on this channel, Haul-loweens can end up being like at least an hour long. They are a lot, and I have to like power through stuff because I buy so much stuff where I would rather maybe just give each item a couple more seconds than they normally get. So today we are going to be doing the part 1 kind of this Haul-loween, and that is going to be all of the stores besides the TJX family. So that means we're going to be talking about Bath & Body Works, Target, Joann Fabrics, Cracker Barrel, Home Depot, At Home, and Pottery Barn, all in this one video in the order that I just said them in. Now, the only store we are not including is Michael's, and that is because I have purchased zilch from Michael's this year. I am not liking what I'm seeing from Michael's. I'm not liking the quality that I'm seeing from Michael's. I am not liking the AI art that Michael's is using for a lot of their stuff. Michael's is just not hitting it this year. And I'm usually not the biggest Michael's fan anyways, because their quality just like isn't there for the prices they want. I will probably go to Michael's once to bring you guys with me and to show you. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna stay out of Michael's this year. I'm not into it. On Friday, this week, just 2 full days from now, 48 hours from now, we're gonna have part 2 of this haul. That is going to be Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. And that deserves its own video, not only because of how much there is, because there's a lot, but also because it's such good stuff. I have scored the best Home Goods stuff this year. I'm so amped about Home Goods this year. I still have stuff I'm looking for really aggressively, but I have scored some stuff that has been on my wish list for a couple years. Like 3 years for some of this stuff. But I also have really good stuff in this one. Let's jump into it. There's so much to go over. Let's get moving. Jack, stop rambling. We're starting off with Bath & Body Works. They just came out on the 22nd in store, and it was the 19th in the app. And so I did a pickup order. There isn't a ton of Bath & Body Works I'm super excited about this year. I'm just not really liking the new haunted house, the white haunted house. Not gonna lie, it's just not my vibe. So I did pick up this little pocket back holder, this ghost like hand sanitizer holder. He is just kind of a classic ghost. I ordered him online for pickup, so I didn't notice how he was glittery. I still think he's cute. I like him more than the like bedazzled ghost of yesteryear. He's cute. What does it say? He lights up and he glows in the dark. Oh, he does light up. I don't know why he has like speckles. It's kind of a weird light up. Oh, it's a button. I didn't need to hit him that hard. I'm sorry, ghost. And then I also got one of the car scent things. Now this is very up my alley. It's very classic Halloween, and I do really like to use the Bath & Body Works car fragrances. I buy so many leaves fragrances from Bath & Body because that is my ultimate favorite, and I use them all year long. So this one's gonna go on my passenger side because I already have a ghost one on my driver's side. It's cute. It has leaves in it right now, if you can tell. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells so good. And then the one piece that they really, really nailed this year that I love. If you guys remember last year, I didn't really like much of the stuff last year either, but I loved the wallflower with the like projection of the pumpkin head over like a bust. This is kind of the same vibe where I love this piece, even if I don't love that much other stuff from them. So this is the glow in the dark skeleton running through the woods, through the graveyard candle holder. This is $40 regular price at Bath & Body. I feel like compared to some of their other stuff, it's not that bad for how big and substantial this is. Also, of course, you can always use coupons. They always have coupons, but this gives me such spooky, scary skeleton vibes. This guy right here, like his fingers, how they're like dancing, kind of like, it gives, oh my gosh, look, I can do it. It's kind of creepy looking. He gives me such spooky, scary skeleton vibes. I didn't notice this was glitter before. The one thing I do like about it is it gives it kind of like a pebbly stone look. I still would love if it wasn't glitter, but it's okay, I'll survive. It's stuck, well, it's stuck pretty well, but I mean, glitter's never totally stuck. But the candle goes here, love it. Glows in the dark, super cute. I really, really, really like that piece. So let's move on to Target next. Now, Target, of course, has only had their online stuff. So this is all stuff I ordered from the Hide and Eek preview. We have not seen Threshold yet. That's the best stuff they make. There's more pieces than this that I liked, but some of it I want to see in person, and some of it I already missed out on because it goes kind of quick. The first piece is this one that was behind me, and that is this little blow mold. They always have some really good tiny blow molds, and they're only $10. So he's $10. He lights up. He's like a little pumpkin guy with this lantern. Love his face. I know it's kind of cutesy, but the fangs make it a little bit better in my opinion, and it's not like overly cutesy. And then the lantern gives me kind of go over the garden wall vibes, so I love that too. He's really, really cute. There's a couple other blow molds that they had that I kind of liked, but I want to see him in person. I really like don't have room to have 10 million tiny Target blow molds, so we will see. But I did really like this guy, and I wanted to make sure I got him. Next up from Target, I got one of the classic skellies that I always am so obsessed with, but this time they have some little black, very gothic skellies. I'm always really into the Target traditional, like, cream-colored skeletons. This year they have at least this size in black. I kind of would like the one size bigger than this. This was $5. I think they have one that's 10 that I really like the size of too. But he's cool. He just makes for something kind of different having him in black. So one thing Target has that I know a lot of people love, and I am no exception, I am totally into it, is all of this like Nickelodeon slime green colored stuff that they have this year. They're going for like a total 90s vibe with these neon colors. It's not like girly or whatever neon like they had last year where it's like a blue and a pink and like teal. It's like saturated, funky slime, bowling alley colored neon colors. So this is a doorbell of like the Grim Reaper.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I love him. As I told you guys in the first haunt hunt of the season, or it might have even been the pre-haunt hunt episode, I am loving the Grim Reaper kind of vibe going on this year. I've never seen so much Grim Reaper stuff out in any collections before, but a lot of stores are doing Grim Reaper stuff. Home Depot did a 12-foot Grim Reaper. There's Grim Reapers at Home, Target, Joann's. They're everywhere. I love it. I'm hoping this continues into future years. Another thing I got from Target is this 90s, but also kind of 80s phone. So it's like a wall landline phone, and you pick it up. So there's actually like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 different phrases that it says. But I'm just gonna hang this up on the wall around Halloween, like in the kitchen, for like a fun little detail. It just seems so cute. I know this is a little more like childish and kiddie, which is not usually my vibe. This was $15, and it's just so like retro and interesting. You guys know that I really like the unique stuff. I love a unique animatronic, the unique decor pieces that are just really out of the box, really new, really something we haven't seen. And that's what I felt with that. So last up that I have gotten from Target so far, just from online, is this very 90s, very reminiscent of like early 2000s, my childhood, neon skull plastic wall piece. I had no clue it was this big when I purchased it. Also, it was $10, so I had no idea it was gonna be this big. But there are quite a few of these. There's a pumpkin, a black cat face, face, I think a spider, and then there's this one. I really also want the black cat, which maybe I'll put like a picture in next to me, but I missed it. So I'll have to get it in the store, which is fine. Now that I know how big they are, I definitely can't get too many of them, or there's just nothing I can do with them. Since it's this like plastic, you could also probably put it outside, on a door. This is really, I just love this coloring. Target. I really like the whole neon green thing we got going on here. So let's move on to Joann fabrics. If you've been keeping up with the haunt hunts, you'll know that my Joann fabrics around me have kind of been dropping the ball. Now, I know Joann fabrics filed for bankruptcy not very long ago. That was like June or like May, not long ago at all. So I think it's hit pretty hard in my 2 local Joanns, and they are super behind. There's one of them that I've been going to, and when I go up to the door, like in the middle of the day, around like noon, it's locked and they're not even open. The Joanns in my area are not vibing this year with employee staffing and stuff like that. But I was able to get in and get a few things, and then I've been getting some stuff online. So if you see some of this and you're like, Jack, you did not show us that in a haunt hunt, it's because I got it online. So there are quite a few things that I did get online. All of these are from online. So these are some garden outdoor stakes. I took the tags off these. I think they were $3.99 or something before the 40% off that Joann's gives you. So we have a bat. I like how detailed and kind of like vintagey looking he is. So you guys know also that I like the like outdoor garden Halloween pieces. So there's this witch. She's a little more cartoony, but I still like her. I think she's really cool. And I basically almost bought this entire collection of these garden stakes. So there's also this owl. Again, a little more cartoony than the bat, but I still think he's really cool. There's not often good owl Halloween decor, I feel like. Like, I know there's some, but not a lot of it speaks to me, and I did really like that. Then there's this skull, and this is once again a lot more like realistic. It kind of looks like, oh my gosh, look at that. It's my head. That should be my thumbnail. Wait. That would be a really good thumbnail, but I also like don't want to be completely missing, or people be like, who is this that just uploaded this? No, you guys would probably know it's me if there's like a skull blocking my head. Anyways, this one's really cool. This I think is my favorite one. And then I really like this one too. This is kind of one of their things this year, is this like ghost holding a jack-o'-lantern. I really like that. I have a couple other pieces that have this graphic to it, but this one's really cute. I'm just gonna put those in like planters and pots and in my garden and around my shed and stuff like that. So let's do a couple more of the smaller pieces and then maybe the mugs. The mug that I wanted the most was this I'm Spooky All Year Long mug. I think last year they had a mug that said it's Halloween all year, or like Halloween is every day or something like that. But I do really like this one. I have scored a couple mugs since that I really like from Home Goods, which you guys will see tomorrow. So I might be reaching capacity with mugs. Also picked up this one that says Dead Tired. Very me. When I wake up in the morning and I'm making my coffee, I am like a freaking zombie. I'm surprised they don't have one that says I'm a zombie before coffee, because like that's very true. I like the like spider webs throughout. It's very just classic looking, very like classy in my opinion. I have the weirdest concepts of classy because there's so much Halloween stuff that I think is like a classy vibe, whereas other people would think it's like campy and way too much. So there's a couple more smaller, like not as interesting pieces from Joann's. I had to get the towel this year that has the vintage pumpkins. I always love whoever their artist is that does the like vintagey pumpkin faces. I love them. I will say I liked last year's vintage pumpkin more than this year's, but it's still very cute. And then I did get this dish towel too, where the dish towel itself is the ghost. I think that's just so clever. It's really cute. Those are really cheap. You can never have too many like kitchen linens. Then I also got this guy. So he would just go probably in some kind of, his face is a little crooked. So he would just go in wherever I maybe decide to do like a classic Halloween decor thing, because he's just like this black velvet jack-o'-lantern. I really like his face. That's kind of what sold me on him. Two more kind of, I guess, smaller-ish pieces. This guy, I kind of feel like I hinted at a lot in the video that I was gonna pick him up. This is just the most perfect jack-o'-lantern. His face is perfect. His shape, perfect. I like that he lights up just yellow and not like red or multicolor or flashing or something. He's just so perfect. I had to have him. Like, I kind of want to keep him up all year somewhere. He's just such a classic, perfect jack-o'-lantern ceramic. I don't have a ton of stuff like this. Most of the Halloween shopping I do is like year-round pieces, kitchen pieces, home pieces. I don't have a lot that's just like sit on the table decor, so I thought that I could use him for quite a lot in quite a lot of places. This I'm excited to show you guys finally, because I'm gonna go hang this up like right after. There's actually a lot of this stuff that I already have a place for. So this is like a faux stained glass skull, and I say that because it's not actually paneled like stained glass usually is. It's really just kind of like painted onto like a piece of glass, but it's still really cool. I feel like this could have been done maybe just a hair better. Like the nose shape isn't really like a skeleton's and stuff, but it's cool. I am gonna put this up on the window of my office. I already have a bat one that was from Target last year, so I think this will go really great with it. Couple more Joann's pieces. So this is one that I really wanted to get. This was on my wish list, and this is a Grim Reaper wall kind of bust. Now you might be able to tell there's something going on with him because he can move and he's like rubber. I didn't know from the picture until I saw him in person, but he actually like talks.
Welcome to eternal damnation. Watch your step.
So I think he's supposed to go on like your front door, kind of as like a welcoming situation, but he can also just go on the wall. I feel like he's very like creepy, way creepier and spookier than I feel like Joann's usually does, which I love. He is like very much so an animatronic, so it's kind of surprising to see this at Joann's. Like, he's just the head of an animatronic basically. This is like as nice as a normal animatronic, but I love him. Really cool. Again, love the Grim Reapers. Then we have a rug that I picked up, and this has those classic ghosts. I just love this like vintage classic style of these ghosts. I don't even know which one's my favorite. I really like this guy, but I also really like the one with the jack-o'-lantern. Yes, this will get a lot of pug hair on it because I have a pug and it's black, but that's okay. I just really like that. That might go in my office or something like that. And then I did get 2 pillows. These are my last 2 Joann Fabrics pieces. So I got this triple pumpkin hook loop one and the big pumpkin hook loop. I've told you guys before, I love hook loop pillows and like rugs and stuff. It's just so high quality and nice. And I love a classic look. And you can't tell me that these don't just look like classic jack-o'-lanterns. They are very nice. The rest of the fabric is really nice on them too. So I did get those. I have not got the bat one yet, and I might end up not getting it just because I don't know if I need yet another pillow. I have a lot of pillows. Let's get moving. So Cracker Barrel. Luckily there's not a ton from Cracker Barrel, but this will be kind of one of our first bigger pieces in a second. So I got quite a few ornaments from Cracker Barrel because I do a spooky tree for the holiday that comes after the one after Halloween. One is this cauldron with this little skeleton like kind of bathing in it. I thought that was kind of cute. I got the black wraith one. I love the wraith ornaments. I like the black wraith a lot. And then I have the witch wraith ornament. I have no interest really in getting the witch wraith 1.5 foot size or 3 foot size. I'm not as into her as everyone else, but that's good, to each their own, and then that leaves it for someone else to pick up. But I do like having the ornament of it just because like it's cool. These 2 ornaments are from Joann's. So these are some Joann ornaments. I really like both of these. I know a lot of people have been looking for this ghost one. It's very classic, and I love the like antiqued patinaed paint to it. But this one's really cool too. I've only seen this one once, and I haven't really seen it posted many places either, but this one's really well done, and I love the vibe of the skeleton in the coffin. Last up for my small things from Cracker Barrel, I got the Salt and Pepper Shaker Dracula. So I ordered this online way back when they had the release. I think it's pretty cool. I'll probably just lay them on a table in my kitchen or something. If I do like a Dracula's dining table type vibe ever, this would obviously fit really well there. And last up from Cracker Barrel, I gotta grab this. Last up from Cracker Barrel is the piece that I think I wanted absolute most from Cracker Barrel, and that is a blow mold. Cracker Barrel has like the best modern blow molds by far. And this one is so freaking cool. So it is a skull stack, as you can see, with a crow on top. I will do some B-roll at some point here of it lit up and plugged in, but I love this. It is so much cooler in person. It lights up really bright. I think it helps with the skulls being like white to make it like brighter and stuff, but I love it. I'm totally obsessed with that thing. I do really like the witch one too, but I think I missed my chance, and it's fine. I have enough. enough blow molds for now. I'm sure there'll be one that I want next year or something, so it's probably okay. So we have 3 stores left. Home Depot, At Home, and Pottery Barn. Let's do Home Depot. And first up, I think you can see him. He's been in the room with us the whole time. We did do a little review of the Home Depot release in the last Haunt Hunt. If you missed it, again, that is linked below. But I did pick up the new spooky, scary face for the 12-foot skeleton. This is such a smart, amazing idea. It's kind of like last year when they had the 3-foot skelly for the first time. It's just like a really iconic, really cool, creative idea. So this is just a replacement head that you can put on Skelly to make him like angry. And since I actually have 2 12-foot skeletons, perfect, because now one can be mad and one can just be like normal. I love this. You can change his eyes between a bunch of different things. I love these teeth. He's awesome. I needed this as soon as I saw it. I had no clue they were doing something like this, and I was really excited when I saw it. And our last Home Depot piece for now is an animatronic. So as you guys know, and I said in our last Haunt Hunt, there's many other Home Depot pieces that I want, but they're going to be in-store exclusives. So once we start going at the end of August or like beginning of September, you'll see that stuff, and I'll be buying some more stuff. But if you'd like to guess which animatronic it is, put it below right now. Could you tell by when I was talking which one I was maybe gonna get? I will say, I really want the 12-foot Reaper. I just think it's not practical for me. We'll see when I see it in person, but for now, I have held back, I've restrained. But I did pick up Nosferatu. So I just feel like he's such a unique one. This is horrifying. He's really well made. He wasn't like too expensive compared to other animatronics. I don't know, I just like felt I needed him. So I will say, like, I wasn't as excited about him as like the man-eating plant and stuff of a couple years ago, but I'm super excited to have him. If you know the SpongeBob reference, you know.
If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights? Nosferatu!
I really want to put Nosferatu just somewhere in our house, standing next to a light switch. Again, if you know the reference, you'll get it. Also, I really want to make like a TikTok or a reel or a short or whatever when we get closer to Halloween and I unbox him, like recreating the scene from SpongeBob, and I think that'll be really funny. Now we have At Home, and then we have Pottery Barn. So At Home we have a couple things, and Pottery Barn we have one thing. So let's get through this, and I will let you guys go until Friday, which is not very long from now. First up, I'll just show you this one thing, because I got this actually as a gift for my dad, and I know I can show this because he's not going to see this. But this is the little top hat skeleton bust. It's quite cool. My dad really likes skeletons with top hats. It's just like kind of always been his thing. I don't really know why, but it always has. So I got this for him. It was $10, which was a really good price, and it is really like well painted and really well done. And I think he's really going to like that. And my dad does like spooky stuff too. So it's really nice around Halloween to start to like get some future gifts for like Father's Day and birthday and Christmas for him. Then I did get the smaller Raven. This guy was also only $10, which is a steal. Again, he's really, really well like carved and shaped and etched and everything. He's a really good size too. And $10 is a steal. I definitely knew that I wanted one of these, and I honestly probably should have picked up another one because my dad not only likes the top hat skulls, he also does like ravens and crows like me. Speaking of ravens that I love, let's just get to it because you guys do know about this baby. So I did get Big Mama Raven or Big Papa Raven, whatever you want to call him. This thing is freaking amazing. When I saw the pictures of this, I was like, sold. Sold, need it, want it, gotta get it. I did, as you guys saw, I picked up 2 that I did as a like drive up, pick up, order online, pick up in store, order, and then in store I found another one. So I do have 3 of these. I have seen 3 more since, but of course I don't need more than 3. I really probably don't even need 3, but they are fantastic. They are such nice material. I don't know if they're like outdoor tested or whatever. I at least for now have one out in my landscaping up front, and I'm gonna put at least one more up there. And then the third one I might put in my backyard somewhere, but I freaking love these. They are very, very heavy. They're like a nice resin, and they almost like look like they're made made from some kind of like cement or something, just with the texture of them. So big. They're way bigger in person than like you think they are by looking at a video or online. So they're awesome. I couldn't be happier. They're 45 bucks. They're kind of pricey, but for something so big and so substantial and so well made, I feel like it was totally worth it. So then another thing that you guys do know about is the skeleton who's coming out of the wall, like a skeleton bust wall piece. This is so freaking cool. I had seen him online a lot way early in the season, like in May, when other people's locations were getting stuff and mine was like nowhere near. And I didn't like know if I really wanted him. I thought he was cool, but I was like, would this look like good? Is it kind of like weird? Then I saw people putting it up and I was like, okay, that has potential. Like, that's really cool. I got this to put up coming out of the wall in my office, but Ryan actually thinks that he likes it for like, we have this weird random open wall part by our stairs and he wants to put it up and then put like a frame around it, like take out the inside of the frame, just put the frame around it. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. So that might happen. We will see. I don't really know yet. Then a piece that I've looked for quite a few years. It's not like it was on like the top of my wish list, but I've kind of wanted this for the past couple years. We never got it in. This is just like a black cat on a pumpkin. Very classic. I love how the face details on the cat are orange. That just makes it so much more cool. This was $15. I thought it was like heavy in resin. It's almost like blow mold material. Like this is like super, super light, but it's probably quite durable because it's just plastic. This will be really good for a classic Halloween display. Like I could see these together in a display somewhere in my house. Then I think this was my latest pickup from at home. This is the Grim Reaper holding a skull welcome little like cemetery piece. I don't really know what you'd call this. Once again, the details are just wild. Like if you can see that, I don't know, I'm just using my phone, so I'm sure it's not focusing really well, but like his teeth, his nose, everything is so intricate. The wings on the back are crazy. This thing is amazing. I love this. Don't exactly know where I'm putting it yet. Probably in my garden, because that's kind of just like the vibe it gives me. This is so cool. All right, we got two more pieces in this tub from at home, and then we have one very large piece from at home that's gonna need some B-roll. So next up is the skeleton hand like wall hanger. This I believe was $20, which so was the skeleton coming out of the wall, if I didn't mention that. But this was 20 bucks. And again, this is something I saw on people's posts and wasn't like, oh, I need that. And then when I saw it in person, I was like, I need that. So my office is spooky all year. And it's not as much, no, there's kind of pieces to it. But most of it is more like black and skeleton and skull and stuff. So this fits perfectly in there. I'm gonna put it on the back of my door to the office so I can hang stuff like that I need, supplies and stuff like that, off of their hands. There's these two hooks on the back, so I should just be able to like hook it kind of to the door, and I think that'll work perfect. This is like a really nice wood board that it's on. That's a really nice piece. And last up for the smaller pieces is this beaded skeleton coffin pillow. I think looking back, I don't know if I needed this as much as I thought. I really like this side, but I don't really like this side. This cloth, this material is not really my favorite. It's kind of like cheap and itchy. It feels like a really cheap Halloween costume, like a cape of some kind. This I think was like, it was 20. The hearse one is really cool too. I debated getting that, but then when I felt them in person, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get any of them, I'm gonna only get one because they're not like, I guess as nice as I thought. I mean, again, the front is really nice. It's just the back is really like kind of not as nice. So this is cool. That's kind of all I have to say about that. I don't know. I guess I'm a little disappointed in this. This is something that looks better, like it'll look good in pictures or it looks good on video, but in person it's just like a little more disappointing. So my last thing from at home, and I'm just gonna talk and you're gonna see like video footage, is of course my number one need, necessity thing that I wanted, bucket list item from at home, and that is the 70-inch Reaper. So I was lucky enough to have a super, super friendly, super helpful, super amazing employee, at home, willing to go hunting, go to the extra mile, really try to get me the Reaper, and she was able to secure me the Reaper at my local at home. They had gotten one in. They couldn't find it anywhere the night I was there. Then they found it later that night, and I went in the next day and I bought it. They had it on hold for me. So freaking amazing. The Reaper is like 10 times better in person than I even thought. Very detailed, very heavy, but still movable on your own. Really nice material, but not like actual concrete, which I mean would be amazing, but of course like that'd be hundreds and hundreds of dollars if it was concrete. Also, there's no way you could move it, but it's a really nice material that doesn't like feel breakable or anything. Obviously, I'm sure if it like literally fell over off of something, it probably could, but it's once again kind of like the Crow. It's like a resin, a very heavy resin. His eyes light up, and once again, it's not like color changing, so I like that the eyes just stay one color. He's just so cool, such a just like timeless, classic grave scene piece. I'm thinking I'm gonna put that like in front of my front door for all of the season. I just love it. It's so big, it's so cool. I totally love it. One last thing I totally forgot from at home. I can't believe I forgot it. So I did get the groundbreaking skeleton. You guys kind of saw that in the video, but I did get the groundbreaker. I have the at-home version. I don't know if I have B-roll of this because his pieces are like sporadic all throughout my garage. I knew I wanted a groundbreaker. I didn't know which place I'd get it from because like everywhere sells him now. The only thing I don't like about the at-home version is that the rib cage is not colored in. So I actually got some blow mold paint and I'm gonna color the rib cage in between the bones black, and he's gonna be perfect. So I got him because he was there. And theirs is actually the cheapest compared to anywhere else. Let's move on to Pottery Barn. Last place that we have anything to show for today. But then again, remember, I'll see you on Friday for quite a bit more. So at Pottery Barn, either you probably saw the short that I posted, or you can probably just guess, just from watching the videos, what I purchased from Pottery Barn. But I saved my pennies, I sold some of my own stuff to save up for it, and I got the Ghost mirror. It is fantastic. I will put a warning out there. I've seen some online that have this like warped kind of like picture graphic that shows up, so there definitely is some quality control with them, which is like really unfortunate. Luckily, I got one that does not have any like warped imagery to it. Ryan already scratched it, but that's a separate story. Anyways, I still am obsessed with it. I'm still in love with it. It is stunning. It's an all year round piece. I've wanted spooky furniture to come back for so long. You guys know this if you've been here. I've asked and pleaded for spooky furniture, and I'm so happy they brought a piece back, and it's so freaking cool. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. No complaints. No complaints. Like, it is really expensive, but I will keep it forever, and I will use it every day. It's in my bedroom forever, every day, for always. So it was worth it for me. I love it. Anyways, that was kind of our grand finale today. I know this was a lot, but let me know what your favorite couple items were that I picked up so far from these non-Home Goods TJ Maxx Marshalls stores. I definitely have liked At Home probably the most of any store this year besides Home Goods. Home Goods and At Home are pretty close this year, but I mean, Home Goods is just like, it's a whole new game, or it's a whole different game. It's the thrill of the hunt. I love Home Goods so much. So speaking of Home Goods, on Friday, I will be right back here within about 48 hours to show you guys everything I picked up from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. I'm so excited. Once again, there's pieces I've looked for years that I've scored just recently. And there's one piece in particular that I'm just like so excited about because I know how I'm going to use it. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know your favorite couple pieces. Let me know what you've been picking up, and I will see you guys in just 2 days on Friday for the TJX Spooky Haul-loween. Goodbye.